MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Atlanta Braves.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in. And if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Jason Gamble will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Leading off the afternoon for the Dodgers, left fielder, Melky Cabrera.
First delivery to him on the way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball well off the plate. 2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Pulled toward right center field. Inciarte's there. Makes the play, 1 away. Next up for Los Angeles, Yasiel Puig.
Second, the right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
First pitch on its way. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Puig makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching. Perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard. But he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 3, and that ends the inning. Here's Corey Seager. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Seager, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Batting fifth, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Here's the first pitch to him. Late that time for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
So he sets him down swinging. Jonathan Lucroy is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder. 2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. To 2-2 now.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 2-2 one more time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Swanson scoops it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. The pitcher, Jason Campbell, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First offering on its way. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer here in the series, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on, I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And he got him. Stepping up to the plate, Logan Forsythe.
Batting 8, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
2 balls and a strike now. 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So here now's the pitcher, Kenta Maeda. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Inciarte is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Stepping in for the Braves, Jason Gamble. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond. And if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he can.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play. Here's Melky Cabrera as we begin the top of the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. 1 away now for the free swinging right fielder, Yasiel Puig. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Striding in once again, Justin Turner. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
No runs, no hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left far in the series, and they're now on the board, though still well behind. Here's Corey Seager.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Mosley fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. It's 1 run. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jock Peterson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball 1. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
1-1.
Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Now batting, Logan Forsythe. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game in the inning. Next up for Los Angeles, Kenta Maeda will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another chance. Melky Cabrera, no hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Melky Cabrera goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Looking to send him packing again. He's got another one here. 12 punch outs now in the ball game. Ready for another shot now. Jason Gamble.
The pitcher, Jason Gamble.
He's set and the pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the game as they push this lead up to 9 now. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty B, this is just one of those.
Digging in and looking for more, Justin Turner. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Freeman is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Corey Seager. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stewart coasts under it. And that's the second out of the inning. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just misses with a curveball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the inning. Here's Jock Peterson now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
The windup, aim him out and make it 14 punch outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Here it comes.
Moreland.
Popped him up. Freeman waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Logan Forsythe. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count. hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and digging in once again, Jason Gamble. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First delivery to him on the way. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Drives it out to deep right center field. Back goes Puig at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. But we just witnessed a really nice running grab in the outfield, worthy of another look with show track. Had to go a long way, 115 feet according to the data, and of course the route was top-notch as well. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Edmund Hudson, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. Digging in the switch hitter, Melky Cabrera. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Inciarte has a play. 2 gone. Stepping in, Yasiel Puig. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
Look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Atlanta Braves win the opener here in the division series. Jason Gamble takes home the win. Kenta Maeda was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 10 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run on just 1 hit. No errors. They left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.
from the new home of the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust Park. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Jason Gamble will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy was super sharp in his last one, only allowing one hit, and he pitched really deep in a game to get the win in his last start. We'll see if he can match that performance in this one.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Digging in, David Chen, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, David Chen.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. David Chen goes down for the first out of the game. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. And a breaking ball stays outside. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And we're just underway from SunTrust Park. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
44, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball out to right field. Kemp has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Here's Javier Baez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
The 1-1. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. The next Cub up, Addison Russell, 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Flowers will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 1. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. And now the Cubs pitcher, Jake Arrieta. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A ball and no strikes. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Jason Gamble. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Arrieta has pitched his way to over 1,600 innings of work at the big league level. And over those innings, he's collected over 1,500 strikeouts. Hit back up the middle. And that's the first out. So in now for Chicago, David Chen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Here's Chris Bryant now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Low for ball 1. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game.
Leading off for the Cubs, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see two pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Anthony Rizzo goes down for the first out in the 5th inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Yanked fouled off to the right. Here's another 1-2. This is pulled into right. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offense.
You know, this will be interesting, Dero, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Riding in once again, Addison Russell 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Russell stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Gamble. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Hayward. And that one is gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Heading out towards shallow right. Catch made out there by Kemp, and there's one gone. Tommy La Stella will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Tommy La Stella.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
He throws him on the fastball there. Tommy La Stella is sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th.
David Chen.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball. Figuring out and finding that release point.
And he swings right through it there. 2-1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
3-2 now. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now. Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The 0-2 delivery. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that, and beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty-looking pitch.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-0. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Carl Edwards Jr. gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jason Gamble. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Looking up is Contreras, and it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here's Javier Baez. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count. 2
balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Russell behind 0-2.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. Home half. Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte's there. He's got it 1 away. Rob Refsnyder will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 38. Rob Refsnyder.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, David Chen. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit. But unless you're sitting...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a 1-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. No better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Nothing to score tonight. The Atlanta Braves take the 1-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Jason Gamble earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Just 1 hit, No errors. They left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at SunTrust Park, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive.